Okay, it's the 5th of December 2024, and believe it or not, the people out in Asheville, North Carolina are still living in an absolute disaster area that is now radioactive, unlivable, and FEMA still hasn't helped them. But see this young lady right here? Right here? Right here? She has been scamming the community, and the community discovered this. This woman and her pals have been taking donations for Asheville and then using them for drugs, alcohol, and whatever else. See these two right here together? This is pinned at the top of Lacey Nicole Montgomery's page. And yes, I spoke to this woman a couple of weeks ago. This girl right here. Well, apparently she's been scamming everybody, and you know what? I'll let this lady explain it. How about that?
Hey friends, Stephanie here at the gym. Just finished an awesome workout, but this is important. I want to tell you an update on the Lacey Montgomery Rock Hope situation. I'm not going to get into all the nitty gritty, but it is confirmed. They are scammers. They're basically, I would say, essentially homeless drifters with drug and alcohol problems. That's what we've confirmed. We have multiple witnesses to the situation, documentation, all sorts of things. When I made my original video, wasn't 100% sure, but I wouldn't have brought that video to you guys or put it out on the web if I wasn't like 99% sure. Through that video, a viewer, which is, this is a God thing, who watches, happened to be, who's an RN nurse for 25 years, happened to be going to their house the next morning, and she posted a comment. You can read the comment in my pinned comments, and we got in contact after that. I've talked to her on the phone. We have lots of evidence, including other people, to the situation, and she confirmed, like, it was dark. The boyfriend, probably a meth addict. Sketchy people. They're scammers. If you have donated to them, I am sorry. Your money went to alcohol and drugs, not to help the people of Western North Carolina. I would question anybody associated with them, because it took me and Billy 15 minutes spending time with her to pick up that she was lying and intoxicated. Okay, so I don't know how people could hang out with her and not pick up on those things regularly. I do realize how they were able to start this. When this hurricane hit, it was very easy to come here, live for free food everywhere for volunteers. If you showed up at a distribution center, I could go anywhere I wanted to and say I'm here to volunteer. People would feed me, give me things, offer me places to stay. It makes sense how they started this scam. And you could say things like, the nurse went there, because I asked her, like, why in the world would you go there? They're still pretending to like be building a medical team, which is a joke. We don't need medical teams right now. We have professional SARS groups out there, and they may have medical for their teams or for the occasional person they need to help, but you do not need to be building this huge medical team that they basically told her they were building, and that they had all these people. It's a total scam. Other information, there's lots of information, and I won't get into the nitty gritty, but if there are people associated with her still, I would quickly disassociate with them. If there are people out there sharing her content and they do not take it down, I find them just as guilty, because that is how they are raising money and taking advantage of Americans. So I need you guys to rally. Go find those videos with her in it. Just Google Lacey Montgomery and go to every one of those videos and share this video and start spamming the comment sections. Those videos are staying up because they're income producers for YouTubers, and either they're in on the scam and collecting the money too, or they're not going to be willing to stand up for Americans and take it down, because not everyone's going to see this video that watches her stuff, and it's going viral because she's the tickling of the ear. They interviewed her in a way to say all the things we want to hear, the things we know to be true, but they're scammers. They're basically homeless addicts. Another one flew in from Florida just a couple of days ago. I've got a witness who paid for their Airbnb, who spent a week with them. He confirmed they did nothing. All they do is drink and do alcohol. And they just got this new guy in there. They had broke down cars. He fixed one of them. And she recently had him take her to a true SAR team. There are a couple still here. legit, helicopters, the works. He drove her over there and she filmed herself next to them. She was talking to them saying, we can bring you heaters or what do you need? But she got herself close enough to them to get some footage. So possibly my guess is so she can share it somewhere on the web to say they're a legit SAR team. They are not a SAR team. They don't have drones. They don't even have cars. How can you be a SAR team, a search and rescue team, if you don't even have a working car? He had to fix her car for her because they're all a hunk of junk, because these are homeless drifters taking advantage of our situation, taking advantage of you guys out there who are so kind and donating to the situation, and taking advantage of the victims here who need your support and help for real things. So please go to any video she's in, spread this far and wide. Do not associate with anybody. If there's anybody out there that is still connected to her, they are scammers. If there's anybody that was connected to her, I would be extremely careful. I would unfollow them, or I would vet their stuff very carefully. I'll be interested to see. There are people popping off and going, oh wait, we're not associated with her anymore. But what's interesting is when you message those people, their reply is, well, let me get my lawyer to talk to you. Let me tell you, you've seen in the comments that they've tried to reach out to me with her lawyer. I talked to their so-called lawyer yesterday. That was a joke. I felt like I was in some kind of like high school teenage drama episode. These people cannot have coherent conversations. They cannot answer questions. They cannot describe what they've spent their money on. They can give zero evidence because they're scammers. They're homeless addicts. I pray, Lacey, and anyone around you, that you get help, and I pray you do it quickly. There is law enforcement involved in this situation, so you guys can rest assured. But as far as internet warriors, we call ourselves keyboard warriors sometimes, you need to spread this video every single place her face shows up on the internet and stop this. Thank you guys. Bless you. Sorry I drug you into this drama, but the Lord had a plan. There's a reason I met her, and there's a reason the next day that nurse who happens to follow me was at their house to witness the things she witnessed. We have so much evidence. All right, God bless you guys.